Oh, hi guys, how are you doing? Let's start with the big news then. Wrath of the Lich King is coming out on September 26th of this year, which gives you about a month and a half to level up your characters and get ready for the new expansion. And there's a lot of stuff that you can be doing now which will help you in Wrath. Again, if you've stopped playing the game, now might be a good time to come back if you want to. We've got a 50% experience gain boost, so leveling's going to be a bit faster, although there are changes to the way that boosting works, which we're going to cover in this video. I already mentioned that boosting has largely stopped. The other day I was in Scarlet Monastery Library and we had a level 42 player in there, and I think they were slightly above the recommended level range, and it really hurts the amount of XP that we got as a group. But interestingly, when we went back into Cathedral with the same player, we got a massive increase in XP. It went back up to the normal level, so it does seem like you cannot actually boost characters. If you've got someone who's allowed in the instance but they're a lower level, then the whole group actually benefits. So if you have 3 to 5 people within a group, then you'll get significantly faster leveling than if you've got, say, one person on their own. So still, doing group stuff like Scarlet Monastery is the fastest way to level in the game now. Other changes which are coming in Wrath of the Lich King, which a lot of people are looking forward to, are the dual talent spec. So, for example, if you're a warrior, you could be both a Fury warrior and you could be a tank. And you can switch between the two talents without spending a whole massive amount of 100 gold or whatever it is. So this is going to be really good news generally. It means that probably healers and tanks are going to be slightly easier to find because people can just switch over. And I should also say, when you're leveling right now in the Burning Crusade, really keep an eye on your talents, because, for example, I'm a feral combat druid, but this talent here, Nurturing Instinct, is absolutely amazing because it'll basically change your agility into healing ability. So I've got 87 bonus healing, which is actually pretty significant, pretty huge. There's a lot of versatility in the talents right now, so just keep an eye out. People are getting ready for Wrath of the Lich King in a lot of ways. The first and most obvious way is they are leveling the character that they want to play in Wrath of the Lich King. Now bear in mind, if you want to play a Death Knight, these have not been introduced into the game yet. But nevertheless, there's a lot of people leveling right now, and it's quite nice to actually have more lower level people in the game. So like I say, now's a really good time if you want to get back into the game and start leveling your character, and you can probably still level it in a month and a half, more or less. Or you could always buy a boost if you really want to. I'm sure Blizzard would like that. So there's obviously new professions and new things in Wrath of the Lich King, like for example the Inscription profession, which is probably going to be quite popular. A lot of people are also gathering money, and this money is going to be used on stuff like the dual spec, and on flying, and on mounts, and generally getting a bit of a head start in the game. So a lot of people are gathering money. Personally, I'm not bothering because it's going to be easier to earn money in the Wrath of the Lich King than it is in the Burning Crusade because of inflation and whatnot and how the game works. But nevertheless, you could do a few DKPs or something if you wanted to get some money in, or whatever you want to do. There's also the achievement system, which a lot of people are basically doing a lot of old talent, doing a lot of old content, getting ready for the implementation of the achievement system. So there's a lot of factions in WoW Classic, for example, which give you achievement score if you have a certain amount of reputation with them, for example. So a lot of people are doing a lot of old content anyway, just to get the achievements, which are going to come out. Interestingly, we're going to see a lot of pets and mounts and things like that actually being added into your character screen instead of in your bags. So this will free up more room. This is always just a welcome change, but I thought I would throw it in. Of course, another big change in Wrath of the Lich King is all raid content will be available as either a 10-man or 25-person dungeon. And of course, we're going to see completely different progression based on the kind of paths you guys are going for. Again, I think this is quite a nice change because sometimes not every guild can get 25 people. So you could hypothetically do 2 runs of 10 people each, which would be 10... Well, that would be 20 people, for example. So yeah, that's kind of quite a nice welcome change, I would say. Other than that, I think that mostly covers everything I wanted to talk about. I mean, I could briefly talk about warriors, for example. One of the cool changes which Fury warriors are going to get is they can dual wield 2-handed swords. So one of the things I want to do with my warrior is I want to get 2 very nice dual-handed swords just to level with. And I would definitely, if you have access to the Wrath of the Lich King beta, which I currently do, just have a look at your character and your professions. Even if you are, familiar with the kind of changes that you're going to see, it's always worth just refreshing your memory and sort of planning what you want to do, how you want to level, and basically what you want to do in Wrath of the Lich King when it comes out in a month and a half. So I'll leave it there, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you very much, and I'll speak to you soon.